Aloha. This video is about business, about local businesses, small businesses. In these critical times, there are a lot of local small businesses that are considering closing up shop, maybe on their last leg, really not so sure about any support funding coming through governments, just don't have the foresight to see how it's possible to make it beyond the unknowable future with these conditions, with this coronavirus. Um, I have an answer to that. I do see this as a great opportunity. I do see that this is an attack on the economy, on small businesses, on our viability. I do see that, yes. And on the bright side of things, it's an opportunity for us to each go into ourself and see who we truly are and become our higher selves, become the new versions of ourselves that are a part of a world that is serving, that is more natural, more locally focused, not toxic in any ways, more cooperative, collaborative with each other, collaborative with nature and with life forms, and more planned and not so not so much in which there's these daddy figures that are running everything and determining how things are going to be, and we just have to be subservient. No more of that. So my answer to this concern that small local businesses are in fear and potentially want to close up shop because they don't have the foresight going forward how they're going to make it. So my response to that is that everything is becoming more cooperative. Co-op is an actual form of legal structure, business structure, and we've been operating in a capitalistic environment, in a capitalistic world, in a divisive world, and pitting us all against each other and divide and conquer in every single way in our societies and in business and in our world. So the solution to that is to come together and be more cooperative and open up to cooperators. Cooperators are standing by. That's one of my favorite new things. Cooperators are standing by because each one of us that is in ego and control and that is doing it all by ourselves and holding everything, and you can have your own business, and if you are the CEO and the founder, and you can run operations and management, and you can run marketing, and you can run the tech side of things and do your social media, you can answer the phones, you can also do all the frontline work. You can handle legal, you can handle your HR, hiring and training, you can do all your taxes and filings, so on and so forth. Yes, small business, you can do all that. If you want your small business to own you, if you want to be a slave or a worker and have the worst boss ever and give your life away to this business, this way of living in which you're just dominated by your own creation, you can have that. That I did. I did that. I had that. I've learned from example. I don't choose that for myself, and I no longer choose that for others either. I am allowing each one of you to have your own experience, but I am here as a guide, a way shower to say there is a better way, and this is it. It's becoming cooperative, opening up, being vulnerable, and acknowledging that you don't have all the answers and that you are not the master in every subject area. And there are people out there that would love to help, that are willing to help, and we're actually blocking them from being in abundance and putting their peace in and fulfilling their purpose in it all if we hold on to all of it. So here we are. What we're looking at is small businesses, local small businesses. The communities around them love them, and they're all actually investors in that small business. But the small business has not had the foresight to realize that they're all investors in their small business. They just think that and they are purchasing, they are customers, and they just are getting value from giving money to receive the product or service. They're not having the foresight that these are all investors that care about this small business, and they do appreciate the products and the services and whatnot. They like you and they want you to succeed, but they also may have the foresight that you are holding on to everything and doing it all yourself, and they may have the foresight that you are struggling, and a lot of people know that you're struggling, and we all allow you that experience. But now is the time that we, the community, come together around the small businesses that we care about, that we appreciate, that we feel are essential. We love you, the owner, the entrepreneur. We love some of your employees, and we want to see you continue to exist and thrive and provide that value in more of a community, cooperative way of economy. All the small businesses in our local communities will survive because we come together with them. We bring them together. We find masters in the community that can fulfill the roles of operations, management, marketing, legal, human resources, hiring, training, fundraising, accounting, finance, writing, PR, any of it, all of it. We are all out here offering to help the local small businesses that we love to thrive, to be essential, and let's rally around these small businesses. Let's crowdsource these small businesses. Let's help these small businesses to become membership based, where the community is invited to invest in the small businesses and hold stake in the small businesses. So membership looks like membership tiers, levels of investment, or kind of like gift cards. Like if we stake in a small business, say there's a local restaurant that you appreciate, and it's like the community restaurant, and everybody likes to come together there and eat. It's local and it's natural, and the people that run it are awesome, and they have such a great brand, and we love it, and it's such a pillar in our community, and we want to see it survive. But the thing about business is there's profitability and there's cash flow. So without good profit margins, you could fail. And without cash flow, getting money to come in bigger and faster than it goes out, too big, too fast, money going out, that could take down a business even faster than lack of profit and low profit margins. So it's both. So, and in these are times like we've never seen before, where a bioweapon, where an attack on economy, attack on small business, attack on individuals and the creators that we all are, the sovereign beings that we all are, is happening globally, simultaneously. And this is a capitalistic economic system that if you knock over a domino, it knocks over all the dominoes. It's such a Ponzi scheme that so much money has been pumped into it, inflating everything to a point where if you pull out one of the Jenga blocks, the whole thing comes down. It's dominoes. It's like a planned demolition. We are in a planned demolition of the global economy and of our sovereignty and our freedoms as human beings, as creator beings. We are in a planned demolition, bringing us down to our knees to the point where, end game. That's essentially what the focus of the whole thing is. To put us all into global slavery, for some of us to die, for diseases to run rampant, for all the large multinational corporations to run everything, to steal every office in all governments around the world, so on and so forth, chipping us, forced vaccines, whatever, all that shit. So that's what this is. It's a planned demolition of our, we are the creators. We know we're gods. We are here with purpose and, so on and so forth. So again, in review, this is an opportunity for us to rally around the small businesses that we appreciate, the ones that are local and natural and ethical, and we love the people that are running them, and they're great brands, and they provide great products and services. We rally around them. We come together. We are the strategists. We are like consulting agency. So when we come together as a community around these small businesses, if they're open, we will be able to help them to become cooperative, where they open up to having some of us help them on the executive level, maybe help them to restructure into cooperative, where they open up to many levels of investment from the community, many different ways to invest. You can invest money in these projects, these businesses. You can invest resources. You can invest your land or your buildings, your centers. If they need a building for something, you can invest your networks or your reach. You can bring connections to them. We can invest our knowledge, our skills, our abilities in these different projects for stake in their business, in their project. We will offer a lot of value. So you can invest a lot of value. We all can. On a scale of low value to a lot of value, we can all slide up and down that scale and get stake in these businesses, these community operations. And the stake can be good for either holding stake in the business for a long term. As the business matures and reaches a higher valuation, we'll be holding some of that stock in the business, some stake or currency or utility in the business. So when the utility or the stake or stock goes up in value, our money, our investment's going to go up in value as well. So that's one way to look at it. Or the investments you place in the business or the project can also be spendable in a market or an economy around that business. So say it's a local pizza company in your community, we can invest in that together, and you could get gift certificate, gift cards, a balance where you could spend it to buy pizza and salads and subs and drinks and so on and so forth. Or you could pre-book event space venue cost. You can put down payments towards future bookings of the entire space for an event, so on and so forth. You get the idea. So there will be this crowdsourced market around the local small businesses that we wish to support. And we can all invest in all the ways we choose, monies, resources, our connections, bringing them into investing as well, our knowledge, our skills into these projects. We could then be able to spend some of that money, those credits, those points in the market, the crowdsourced market of everything that we all pool of value into investing in that business or that project. So a lawyer might invest a free hour of legal. A doctor might invest a free healthcare, offering, an hour. A massage therapist can invest a massage, one free massage. Somebody with health with products could invest products, even to the point where that business can have a little market, a little store at their site for the local community when they go in there. And everybody's got points or credits because they've invested so much value into this thing that they can go in there and pick up all their different needs from that market. They could pick up vouchers for massages, vouchers for legal help, vouchers for doctors, vouchers for web design, whatever. There's a market right there. It could be an online market, an online marketplace supporting that local business. So it's a crowdsourced market, not just GoFundMe, but crowdsourced. Everything that we have of value can be invested in businesses or projects that we wish to see successful. So this is not the end of the world. Um, and yeah, and this also brings in more of a democratic, consensus based cooperative model for the business too. So that business, that entrepreneur, that small team that's running that business doesn't have to carry it all on their shoulders anymore. They can open up to hundreds, if not thousands, if not, more people in the local community all becoming investors in that business in a cooperative way, in a utility way, where they don't have to give up the ownership. They just give up utility to the streams of that business. It's more about trust. It's more about credit. We all see that that business is valuable. We see that over time it's going to come back up on the curve and it's going to mature and be worth so much to the whole community when we all stake in it, that I'm going to put some stake in it because everybody else is putting stake in it, and we're all going to reap the benefits of that going up on the curve. This is it. So let's all rally. Let's approach small businesses in our local communities, and let's bring these ideas of creating cooperative structures and bringing democratic consensus decision making, and many hands make light work. So they don't have to wear it on all their shoulders only, but the whole community can carry these businesses forward. Let's crowdsource, and let's utilize best practices in currencies and crowdsourcing, and so on and so forth. Cooperatives, study up on all these structures, and let's help our small businesses to be pillars in our community for the foreseeable future. Aloha.